Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so today I have another tips and tricks for you guys. And it's not actually one that I found. I was actually playing with my brother-in-law, and then one day we were playing attrition. I watched him jump to the top of one building, jump to the top of another building, and then all of a sudden he grapples the dropship that just dropped our soldiers and uses it to ride all the way to the top of like the highest building there. And I had to like stop and stare and be like, holy crap, why have I never thought of that? Because out of our group, I play the mouse TitanFall. Not that I'm good or anything, but I just enjoy it, and I'd never thought about it. And I was like, dude, what the heck? How'd you do that? And he's like, yeah, you never done that? And I was like, no. So dude, I found this amazing, and it's actually quite useful. You don't use it a whole lot in game. You'll see me use it here a lot, but that's because one, it's a bunch of clips put together, and two, to get this footage, I just played computers, because that way I could get you guys some lots of options of like what you can do without being shot while trying to get to the dropship. So yeah, when you're using it in actual PvP, I mean, use it when it's applicable. You can't just run across the map and then grapple a ship for no reason. The nice thing is though, is that when the ships come in, they make that like, you can hear their engines like whining, so you know when they're coming and you can see if it's useful. If you're like pinned down or you're trying to get across the map really quickly and you need to cover some distance, that's when you can use it. But it's really fun. Like, it's on top of being like useful, it's really fun. As you can see here, like, dude, I get flung out, I'm able to grapple there and torque myself down to the wall and then turn it into a wall run and cover a ton of distance. So it's fun, it's useful. But yeah, I wanted to share it with you guys. So, because I mean, another thing that's coming out there, you can see I totally blow it because I don't have my second grappling hook, so I just kind of like fall to the ground. But this game, it's all about staying mobile, and it's all about being unexpected. So this one, it ups your mobility a lot. Like you see there and see here, you can turn it into a double grappling hook. You can cover a ton of distance, and that's the nice thing too. In attrition, when the dropships come, they usually come in pairs, which means you can cover a ton of distance. Another thing is too, is that you can use it at the beginning of the match, like this one here, to get to a place that you really want to get to. That's sometimes kind of hard if you don't get your grappling hook just right. But here I hook the ship, it carries me all the way up, and I use my second grappling hook just to get to the top of this tower. Which, you know, sometimes guys, you know, if you don't get that exactly right, then you get turned into a constant like wall jumping where you're like, you see those people where they miss it and then they're like facing the wall and they're jumping against it, and you see them and you take a minute to laugh at them and then you shoot them in the head. So yeah, I mean, I've been there, I know you've been there, we've all been there. So this will help you. It makes it much more seamless, and you won't get stuck in those places where you just feel like an idiot and feel like you let your team down and wasted it. But yeah, here, dude, you can cover so much distance. But another thing that is useful for it now is that in one of the patches that came out, I don't remember which one, I think it was 2 ago, they upped the distance that you can engage a kick from above. So if you've noticed that all of a sudden you're getting kicked in the head all of the time, because I did, I got on and then all of a sudden I was just getting kicked left and right in the head. It's because they upped the distance that you can engage your kick from. So before you had to be pretty close, now you can basically be within like, it's almost like 20 feet of them. And you press the kick button, or you know, punch button, and it'll just send you down like a rocket into them. So it's super useful in that sense, because I've been noticing more people doing like grappling torques where you hit a wall, you torque yourself over it, and you're flying high and you come down below the enemy and you kick the first one and then you just shoot the rest. I had someone do that to me. It was awesome. It was upsetting to me. I should have saved the video because it was just that sweet, but I didn't at the time. But yeah, so that's why, because in one of the patches they upped the distance that you can engage your kick from. So it'll help out even more in here. Alright guys, so that kind of does it for this video. I mean, it's not super long, there's nothing really super complicated about this. It's just from now on, just add this to your repertoire. Just know that you can grapple the dropships and use it to your advantage and cover a ton of distance and come in from an angle that they would never have expected you from. Alright guys, so that does it for this video. As always, you know, if you liked it, come back to the next video and I'll have another video for you guys soon, I hope. Alrighty, see ya.